Hey guys, J-Man's Productions on the Jzone here with my E3 roundup of all three big press conferences. Um, I'm going to try and be as impartial as possible. I'm going to just try and make sure I give a right score and a justified score to each press conference that I saw. Um, I'm still in shock from what I just saw, but let's just get onto the video. First off, let's start off with Microsoft press conference. Okay, Nintendo put me in a really good mood, so I'm gonna try not to rag on Microsoft as much as I would have done in the morning because I was really annoyed. But okay, let's just go into this. I wrote some notes down. I'm gonna just go through their press conference. First off, Xbox, give me exclusives and less connect. So that's gonna be the tagline for the Microsoft press conference because this was really bad. Main focus of their conference was connect, and it annoyed me. The thing that annoyed me the most was that Fable, one of the games I would actually buy an Xbox for, they just ruined it for me because they're making it linked to Connect. There's a Tomb Raider reboot. Probably gonna have some Connect stuff. Her voice acting's horrible. It's not the Tomb Raider we all know from the PS1. She's annoying now. They spoiled another game for me. Gears of War, a generic shooter that we all know. It's just another generic shooter. I really don't care for Gears of War. If you like it, whatever. And we already knew about Gears of War. It's an exclusive we already knew about. So just counting, that's one exclusive so far. Halo 4, two exclusives, but we knew another Halo was coming because what else is Microsoft going to do? And a Halo 1 Combat Evolved remake, three exclusives. These two games were actually leaked before the conference by Kotaku, so the surprise wasn't there for me anyway. Um, yeah. Anyway, moving on. The new Xbox interface actually looks good. That's one of the only positive things you're going to hear me say about this conference. Xbox now has YouTube. Yay! Because the PS3 had it from launch. Um, Xbox now has Bing. Yay! Because the PS3 had an internet browser from launch. EA is now doing games with Connect because yay, we need Connect to ruin good games like Fable. Yeah, they're doing it with FIFA, Madden, Tiger Woods. FIFA and Madden is stupid to do that because FIFA is about football, soccer, whatever you want to call it, and the only way I can see you using Connect is for penalties, which is kind of cool. Madden throwing the ball, which is kind of cool, but it seems very gimmicky, and I don't really want to mess with that. But Tiger Woods, that's actually a good thing because it'll be fun to do the golf putting with Tiger Woods. So I gave them two good things so far. Okay, this one really annoyed me. America, not even America, just the world in general is obese as it is, and that we have a lot of fat people. So you want to promote laziness to people, but instead of going to Disneyland Paris yourself or Disneyland Florida, they want them to stay at home on Connect, playing Disneyland. Yay! Connect for kids! Yay! And Star Wars Connect as well. No, Star Wars Connect, which looks odd. I don't know. It was very laggy the way the guy was using it, and I just didn't like the way it looked, to be honest. So I'm not digging Star Wars Connect, in my personal opinion. Mass Effect. Mass Effect is a good game and is a good game series, but the thing that annoyed me about Mass Effect was that instead of showing gameplay for the game, they decided to all of a sudden let's just show the Connect features for Mass Effect 3 because we don't want to know about the gameplay mechanics. We want to know about whether Shepard can speak through the voice control. You know what? The voice control gimmick is pretty stupid because someone could just use a headset. There's voice control. You fail, sir. You fail, Microsoft. Anyway, moving on. Modern Warfare 3. Microsoft treating a multiplat as an exclusive. It's the same game. It's easy. Is accessible. That's why it sells so much. We don't want another Modern Warfare. I'm annoyed that Assassin's Creed is sort of going down this route because I like that game series, and Fable is actually going down this route. Please, yearly games are not a good thing. Maybe in sports games because we want the updated rosters. That's the only game sort of franchise that I can appreciate yearly games for it, because everything's always changing in sports, new transfers, new people, all of that stuff. But that's a mini rant for me. But Modern Warfare, I don't care. It's the same game every year. If you want to if you want to make the guy at EA more richer, just put down your $60 or £40, and just get your crappy Modern Warfare. Dance Central, Kinect's only good game. Microsoft wants to run a console on just Dance Central. I just can't clap anymore. But and you know what the funny thing is? You know that sunglasses wearing piece of crap Kubo looking guy? He showed this Dance Central game and all of these games, and at one point he was clapping and everyone was just like looking around, just because it's all you have is Kinect. I'm sorry, if you have an Xbox and you don't have Kinect, that's the only thing you're going to be able to play unless you're a big Gears fan or a big Halo fan. Or, oh yeah, they had Forza, but unless you're a fan, okay, no, how many exclusives? 5 exclusives, yay, because, no, not even that. One of them's a remake, one of them's a game we knew about for ages, and actually 2 of them are games we knew about for ages. The only new, whatever, man. Microsoft conference was horrible. I give it an E because I would have given it a U, but I'm so happy from seeing Nintendo's conference that I'm not going to rag on Microsoft for too much. I can't believe I wasted 6 minutes on this horrible ass conference. Just Microsoft, like, okay, you had Ice Cube on there. I doubt Ice Cube even knows how to play a video game console, and you have him there. When's the last time Ice Cube ever got a role in anything? Microsoft fanboys, just go away, quit off of YouTube, become blog spotters or something else, because we don't want you guys anymore. People that have PCs, PS3s, Wii's, any other console but the Xbox 360, they can brag about something on their console because they have exclusives, they have good features. All you guys have got is a competent online. I'll say, I say the truth. You got a competent online. It's better than a PS3. That's all you got. I don't care for Halo, Gears of War, because you know what they are, both are? Shooters. That's all your consoles got. Shooters and Fable. Just, Mark, eat a dick, Microsoft. Just, moving on to Sony's press conference. This will be better. Now, Sony press conference. This video might be very long, but it's worth it. It's freaking E3. Sony press conference. Many people have had mixed opinions. I haven't yet seen. I've seen a few of my fellow YouTube people's videos, and a few there's very mixed opinions. Some people like it. Like I saw Yokorama's, he likes it. Actually, Yokorama's the only Sony and game man. It's those two who thought it was alright or good at least. But I'm sure Phone didn't like it, and I mean, I'm hearing mixed things about the Sony press conference, but this is just my opinion. Tell me yours. One thing I want to mention, I just wrote this down as I was watching the Sony press conference. I really like that Sony's IPs each have their own like personalities to them, unlike Microsoft, because the only 2 IPs they have is Marcus Fenix, I think his name is, for the Gears of War guy. Oh, I'm a muscle-bound idiot that's gonna shoot my gun. And Master Chief, who he has no personality. I'm not saying Halo's bad, but no personality. But whatever. Sony started off with an awesome montage, which I really liked. I love Sony's montages. Then Jack Trenton, you know, the CEO, big guy with the tie. He was talking about how we're going to apologize for all of the PSN rubbish, which I thought was good. Some people had mixed opinions about it, but I mean, if you're a company and you make that big of a mess up, you want to apologize to your fans, especially when you have a big conference. He may have spent a little bit too much time on there, but I'd rather him spend more time on that than not mention it at all and just say, no, we don't care about you guys. So I really didn't care about that. First off, they started off with Uncharted 3. You already know I love the game. It looked awesome. The atmosphere, the graphics, just everything about Uncharted just looked amazing. Like, it's going to be hard for people to review that game because there's going to be I'm not saying it's going to be flawless, but it's going to be hard to point out those flaws from what I've seen. Um, some may argue a flaw to the Uncharted series in general is that it's a bit too cinematic for people, and I agree. Like at some points, people may feel it's a bit too cinematic, but I like the cinematic feel and the whole musical scores and everything about Uncharted. But anyway, beautiful, nice. I mean, this Uncharted is going to be either Elder Scrolls Skyrim's going to be Game of the Year or Uncharted in my opinion. But anyway, moving on. Resistance Free looks awesome, but we already knew about this game. That's Sony fell underneath the trap of announcing too many things before E3, like the whole PSP remastered thing. We already knew about that, but yeah, Resistance Free. It looks cool. It's not my type of thing, but it looks cool. Um, Also, a Resistance bundle with the Sharpshooter is going to be available. It's got Resistance, the Sharpshooter, and all of this other stuff. $150. So work that out if you think it's good. God of War and PSP. They're going to do a God of War collection, and it's of the PSP games put into HD, remastered 3D. Looks awesome. Eco Shadow of the Colossus HD 3D collections, awesome. Also, Sony did this really great thing: 24-inch PlayStation monitor, 3D television, um, which allows you to play split screen. But the thing is with this split screen, when you put on the 3D glasses, instead of having split screen, each person sees the whole image of the TV and they see a separate image basically, which is really cool because you know 3D works with the whole two-layered thing, so they're seeing separate images, so they're not sharing a screen. And they're gonna do this thing where they bundle the 3D TV with Resistance, some awesome 3D glasses for $499, which I think that's a really good price. It's a 24-inch TV, as I just actually 28-inch one it. 24, 28-inch. Sorry, I was really rushing as I was writing down the Sony one because I missed the live conference and then I had to go to Machinima to rewatch the whole. It was annoying, but anyway, PlayStation Vita, which is Vita, whatever it's called, the replacement for the NGP name. I I have the name's grown on me already. I like the name PlayStation Live. It is kind of cool. At first, I thought it was horrible, but it grew on me. Just like the Nintendo Wii has now grew on me now that I know what the significance of the name is. But anyway, they're gonna have a Little Big Planet game for it. Looks cool. Um, this new Little Big Planet game for the PlayStation Vita looks like Little Big Planet 2 in your pocket, basically, which is what I was saying before. Like, these games are PS3 games in your pocket, which is cool, but, we'll see. The PlayStation Vita has two cameras, augmented reality, which is kind of a 3DS knockoff. It has this whole six-axis control thing. It has this thing called Nair, which is a bit like Street Pass, where, I mean, they're taking some of the 3DS's gimmicks and making it their own. I don't mind because the system, as we found out, is very affordable. For the non-3G version, it's $249. No, not non. We're probably gonna have 3G. Sorry, for the non-Wi-Fi version, it's going to be $249. For the one with Wi-Fi, which is an AT&T network, is going to be $299. But us in the UK, we're probably going to have 3G. I don't know. I don't know. But good price point, Sony. I thought you were going to put it a bit higher, but that's a great price point. Tekken versus Street Fighter. This was win for me. Tekken versus Street Fighter on the PlayStation Vita, but Cole from Infamous is in it, and I'm just love the way Sony's bombarded all of this Infamous on me because we got Infamous 2. They gave us free Infamous, and I've been playing through that game. Such an amazing game. Now they're putting Cole in Tekken vs Street Fighter. I'm just starting to love the Infamous series. I can't believe I slept on it for that long, but wow, just great series. I mean, the PlayStation Vita looks pretty cool. I mean, I had Wipeout for it. They had this weird sort of Japanese RPG for it, which looked cool. There's some awesome looking games on it. So, yeah, they had this NBA little thing in it where Kobe Bryant stepped up, and I was a bit starstruck because it's Kobe Bryant, and I'm like, yay! But at the same time, this is about games. This is not about basketball, so I really didn't care for the NBA stuff. I felt it wasn't needed, but yeah, Kobe was cool. Better than Ice T. Stupid Microsoft. Anywho, yeah, NBA game looks pretty cool. Um, I'm trying to read my notes right now. Uh, yeah, like they had this whole. My notes are horrible at the moment. Oh yeah, they showed off Infamous, which they didn't really need to show off the Infamous 2 trailer because the game was going to come out. The game came out today for people in America. I'm not sure. I think the release date's a bit later for us. I think it's a couple of days later, but they didn't really need to show Infamous 2. But the gameplay and just the story and all of the stuff they showed for Infamous was great. So yeah, um, they showed that Infamous. No, Little Big Planet is going to have some move gameplay with it. Yeah, they showed that Starhawk game or whatever it was. I'm not interested in that. Sly Cooper 4. I never really got into Sly Cooper games, but I probably will now because it's a game I slept on. I was more of a Ratchet and Clank guy as opposed to Sly Cooper, but I may get into Sly Cooper now. Yeah, that was cool for Sly Cooper fans. Um, I don't know, like I'm going on for too long. They had BioShock Infinite, and it's gonna have the game's gonna be bundled with BioShock 1. So I really thought that was cool that they're using the Blu-ray space. So they're also doing this for Battlefield 3. Battlefield 3 will be bundled with Battlefield 1943. Like they're really using the space in the Blu-ray, which is awesome. So well done to Sony. Yeah, there's not much else to say. Oh yeah, SSX Tricky is making no SSX, that game, the snowboarding game. I used to love that game. Is making a return, and the PS3 is getting some exclusive content. Same for Need for Speed. Needs for Speed, we're getting some exclusive content for that. Uncharted for the PSP Vita looks awesome. Mod Nation Racers for the PSP Vita looks awesome. I mean, I think I've gone over everything Sony's done. I mean, overall, Sony, the problem with their conference was that they showed us stuff we already knew about, one. And two, I mean, there wasn't that big reveal that got me all hyped. Like, obviously, there's that whole God of War thing, God of War 4 thing being leaked. But, like, I wasn't like there wasn't a big surprise like Nintendo did, but Sony, well done, decent conference. I give Sony's one a B minus. Yeah, I'll give them a B minus because it was a decent conference. I just wish they would have done something more. Now on to Nintendo. I'm gonna try and keep Nintendo's one quick and fast because I'm running out of time. But anyway, Nintendo. It started off a bit slow. They had this whole musical orchestra thing with they were playing some really nice Zelda music. The atmosphere was just immense. We knew we were gonna get a great E3 conference from Nintendo. Just the atmosphere was amazing. 25 years of Zelda. Well done to Zelda fans. I'm not the biggest Zelda fan. I'm kind of in and out with it. I want to get into it more because Skyrim looks amazing. Just but just wow, wow. That's what I'm gonna say. Um, Link's Awakening is gonna be on the eShop for free. No, it's gonna be on the eShop. No, there's this other game. Zelda Four Swords is gonna be on the DSi for free, but the Link's Awakening game is just going to be on the eShop. It's a Game Boy Color game. They're also going to do this special thing for the 25th anniversary of Zelda, which is just basically this gold controller, which is awesome. And they were talking about this Zelda concert and Zelda music. It started off pretty slow, but progressively it got better and better, which is what I like. As soon as Miyamoto came out, that's when things started to get really, really intense. Like some of the speeches they were giving, they were just building up to it slowly and slowly until they showed a montage of some of the new DS games, 3DS games that are coming out. Reggie came out and then he was like, "Hey, we're gonna have new DS games. Mario Kart looks cool. Mario Kart always looks good." They had Luigi's Mansion 2, which is really awesome because that was one of the great games of the GameCube that got left behind. Star Fox. I already knew about some of these games, like Star Fox. I already knew about. They had the Mario 3D game, which it looks good, but there's something missing from it. I don't know what it is. There's something I don't know. It looks cool though. But the other game they had, Kid Icarus. This is my fave. This is why I wanted to buy a 3DS. I thought this was going to be one of the launch titles. That's why I was so hyped for the 3DS. But Kid Icarus, this is my game. If this comes out this year, this in terms of portable gaming, actually in terms of gaming, this might be if it's as good as I think it's gonna be, it may be my game of the year. Like I've got 3 game of the year contenders for me personally, but in terms of game of the year, it's probably gonna be Elder Scrolls Uncharted. But Kid Icarus, for me personally, so good. Um, it just looks awesome. It really does. The 3D effects, just I really want to see them. It had this awesome thing where you have online as well, and you do 3-on-3 battles, which is cool because the online looked really really awesome, especially for Star Fox. The online for that, you can actually see people's faces and they're like, you see their reactions to you shooting them and all that stuff. But dude, like Kid Icarus was just amazing. But then after Kid Icarus, after showing me that, they showed all of the third party games they get in Resident Evil, Pac-Man, Tekken 3D, Sonic and Mario at the 2012 Olympics, Tetris, Driver, Metal Gear 3D, Ace Combat, Cave Story, loads of great games. And the one they didn't mention that's pretty much confirmed is that Sega is going to bring Sonic Generations to there, so that's awesome for me because I'm a big Sonic fan. They said they didn't want to reveal all of the games that they're bringing, but it was cool. Also on the eShop, they're going to have Game Boy Color games, Game Boy Advance games, just like all of these awesome games on the 3DS store. So it seems like the 3DS was sort of a prototype for what they're going to do with the Wii U. If you watch the conference, so just they're really doing great stuff with their online. Nintendo learned from their lesson. They just wow. Moving on. The Wii U. The Wii U is Nintendo's new console, and they're just saying that we made the Wii because we wanted everybody to play it. It's like a Wii as a joint thing. Like that's what the meaning of Wii was basically. And they're saying Wii U because they want to encapsulate every single person, the hardcore gamers, the casual gamers, just the grandpas and grandmas that don't know anything. They want to get everybody involved, and this looks so beast. The controller is just this massive controller that looks like it looks like a Game Boy Advance, no, a Game Boy Advance on steroids. It had this massive touch screen that was probably like 6 inches, 2 analog sticks, L and R button, accelerometer, gyroscope. It had everything, speakers, it had a mic. It was just incredible, and it blew my mind when I saw this. And this is what E3 is about. It should be about surprises and yeah, just surprise you. It shouldn't be about stuff we already know, and this is why Nintendo just stole the show for me, because oh man, it was such innovation. Some of the things they were doing with this controller were just really great. Like there's this game where you're throwing shurikens at the TV because you have the controller and then it's got a touchscreen, right, and there was a shuriken on the controller, and then there was a target on the TV screen, so you could just like how do I put this, you can throw the shuriken from your controller into the TV. But it was cool, and the great thing they did, they solved the situation I'm in. My PS3 is in the living room, and that's where I like to have my home consoles. But Nintendo did a smart thing. If someone wants to watch the TV, all you have to do is switch it out back onto the controller because it's got a screen. Then you can play your game, resume your game. You can save it, put it back on there. You can do whatever you want. You can take it back and forth. It's all about sharing what you're playing with the family and all this stuff. It was really great. I really like that. Such innovation from Nintendo. Nintendo really do shape this industry, because as soon as Nintendo goes into a casual mode, Microsoft tries to copy and do bad. Okay, somewhat bad, somewhat good, and Sony tries to copy with the Move. I'm still waiting on Sorcery and that other game they had. There was this other game they had that I missed on the Sony thing, but it doesn't really matter. The game was meh, but just the controller's awesome. Zelda in HD. Oh my god, that game looks amazing. Zelda in HD. That is just beautiful. Oh yeah, Skyward Sword. They were talking about that. That's Skyward Sword's gonna come out this year. We already knew Skyward Sword was gonna come out, and the Zelda 3DS. They were really going hard on the Zelda stuff. Just Zelda in HD. That was just amazing. And they have the internet browsing on this system as well. The thing that made it for me, oh my, as soon as they announced this, I was just like, oh my god, Super Smash Brothers on the 3DS and on the Wii, and it gets better. The Wii U graphics are better than the PS3s from what I could see. That was amazing. Those graphics were amazing. They revealed that they're going to have some type of special Nintendo shooter game. It's just they're going to have this special Lego game on the Wii and the 3DS. They're trying to bring those two consoles together, and it's going to be this open world Lego game. But this is where it just Nintendo just off. There was just this point when they started showing just some footage with all of these developers, all of these game critics, and that's when Nintendo just. If you don't think Nintendo won the E3, you're a fanboy, because when they showed this, anyone will say Nintendo won the E3. Tekken for the Wii U. The graphics are beautiful. Darksiders 2 for the Wii U. Awesome graphics. This one is where the audience started screaming. I think the next two games I'm going to say, the audience went mad. Batman Arkham City, Wii U. Assassin's Creed for the Wii U. Ghost Recon for the Wii U. Dirt. There was this Sega game called Aliens Marine, something like that, some Sega game. Just Ninja Gaiden 3 for the Wii U. Everyone went crazy. I heard people were screaming all around the stage. This is what E3 should be about. Ninja Gaiden 3 for the just awesome. A plus. A plus for the Nintendo conference. It was just such an amazing conference. Sony, decent job. Microsoft, eat a dick. That whoever that Connect guy, you Kubo wearing piece of crap, get out of my E3. Nintendo, Reggie, Miyamoto, all of you guys, and you got rid of that Cammy, that woman with the red head with the glasses. I think her name was Cammy something, but you got rid of her. Well done for sacking her. But guys, amazing conference. I can't wait. Just give us a price point for the Wii U, because I want to step on that straight away. Because wow, I will still obviously buy the next PlayStation console. I'll still stay with Sony, but at the same time, I'm just stepping back into this Nintendo stuff, because as soon as some of those 3DS games come out, I've been waiting on the 3DS. As soon as they come out, 3DS, I'm getting that. The Wii U, just Nintendo, you really did. People are saying Nintendo are going to save the E3. I won't say they saved the E3, because Sony's one was good. There was other press conferences that were pretty cool, but Nintendo just brought what E3 needs to have. They brought the innovation, the surprises, everything we needed. But I've talked for way too long, and you're probably tired of seeing me. I'm probably going to call this podcast edition, so you can listen to this in the background. But wow, Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft. Nintendo won. Sony was second. Microsoft eat a dick. Just amazing stuff. I love this year's E3 because Nintendo brought the innovation. Just Wii U, awesome. Zelda in HD, Ninja Gaiden in HD, Batman Arkham City. Just I'm just fangazing in here, but awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. I talked for way too long. I need to watch Gintama or something else. Probably Gintama. I'll probably watch Gintama or something like that while I render this video. But catch you guys later. This was a great E3. Nintendo, you did your thing. Sony, decent job. Above average. But Microsoft, eat a dick. J-Man's Productions on the Jzone. Live and learn. Good luck and God bless. Hope this wasn't too long for you. Peace. Janai. What's the other one? Alright. Just bye.